everybody, Gina DeLuca here. All right, so this Friday, October 25th at 7 p.m. here on YouTube, I will be having another auction. I am still in the midst of varnishing some of these, so they will have a few more coats. But this one is called Phys. It is a 16 by 20, and the bling will be even blingier with more coats of varnish. But you can already see beautiful bling and contrast between that purple and the gold. Very cool kind of twist going on in there. But again, 16 by 20, this one is called Phys. This is another 16 by 20. This one is called the Softness. Again, this one will be getting a few more coats of varnish to fully bring out the bling, and this has some color shift pigments in it, so it's a really very cool piece. It's soft, but it has bling. Again, this is a 16 by 20 titled The Softness. This one is a 16 by 20 called Rainbow Flow. If you have the Fluid Art Inspiration cards, this one might look familiar to you. That is in there. Really, the varnish really brought this out. The colors in it. Very happy with this piece. Again, 16 by 20, Rainbow Flow. This is a 10 by 20 titled Delicate. Some really pretty flash going on there. I love the softness of this piece. Again, 10 by 20 titled Delicate. This one is a 14 by 14 called Chameleon Bling. This has some stuck-up pigs in it, so it's going to be really difficult for me to show you all of the colors that are taking place, but depending on the angle of viewing, the painting changes quite a bit. You can see it like goes from peach to pink to purple in some sections, the green and blue in others. Again, 14 by 14 titled Chameleon Bling. This one is a 10 by 20 called Red Skies. Let's see if I can capture that for you. The metallics are really hard to capture just how awesome they look in person. That blue is super reflective. And again, this is a 10 by 20 called Red Skies. This one is an 18 by 24 titled Hot and Spicy. There is quite a bit of bling in this painting. Actually, all of the paints, well, most of the paints are metallic, but it is a very soft effect. It is not an in-your-face kind of bling. Very difficult for me to capture. So you can see it is blingy, but it is not very, I don't know. It's kind of spread out. It's hard to describe. But it's a very soft blingy. Again, this one's called Hot and Spicy. And it's an 18 by 24. This is also an 18 by 24. It's called Blueprints. I love the effect on this. Kind of looks like a tree. Kind of looks like fingerprints. Again, 18 by 24, titled Blueprints. This is a 16 by 20, titled Caliente, which means hot. Very dramatic piece. Lots of drama. Some very cool cells on this one. Again, 16 by 20, Caliente. Another 16 by 20 here called Fathoms. Really beautiful bling on this one. It is subtle and dramatic at the same time. It's hard to show you all of the cool lines going on in that center. You can kind of see it. This kind of looks like very deep underwater weird creatures. Again, 16 by 20, titled Fathoms. All right, this is a 14 by 14 called Secrets. This is a color shifting thing going on here. I have the pearl paints. So depending on the angle of viewing, you get some different colors going on. From some angles, it's a very subdued painting, and then from other angles, it's like, wow, that thing is, that's hiding some spectacular colorage. Again, 14 by 14, called Secrets. This is a 12 by 12 called Purple Pool. Some monochromatic cloud pour action. Again, 12 by 12 called Purple Pool. This is a 14-inch round titled Cosmic Candy. I loved how this one came out. Those multicolored cells. Super cool. The rainbow in a cell. And the center glows, just like I like them to. Again, 14-inch round titled Cosmic Candy. This is a 14 by 14 titled Southwest Sparkle. If you like bling, this is the piece for you. It blings. Boy, oh boy, does it have the bling. Arby's has the meats. This painting has the bling. Again, this is a 14 by 14 titled Southwest Sparkle. Very glowy, very blingy. This is a 14 by 14 called Peekaboo. And the reason for that is this little section here in the middle. If you can see that, just that little surprise. I believe that is Persephone from this little piggy, Pigments. You just get a little bit of that sparkle peeking through. Again, 14 by 14 titled Peekaboo. Here's a 14 by 14 titled How Blue. I do love my coppers and blues together. Some cool cells in the center, some really pretty lines showing up in the copper. Again, 14 by 14 titled How Blue. Another 14 by 14 titled Mysterious, because I am using that paint Mysterious, and it is such a beautiful color. Discontinued color. Very sad about that. But it always did make really beautiful cells. And that copper is just gorgeous against that. Really beautiful contrast. Beautiful glow. 14 by 14 titled Mysterious. We have another 14 by 14 titled The Reveal. You can see some really cool effects going on there from this little piggy pigment. It's there and then it's not. It's there and then it's not. The Reveal. I like those little surprises. They're always fun in a painting. This is coming out a bit darker on my screen than it is in person. I don't know if I can get that to adjust. It is a bit lighter to my eyeballs than what I'm seeing on my screen. 14 by 14 titled The Reveal. Another 14 by 14 titled Drama Queen. Beautiful bling, lots of drama. These colors go beautifully together. Again, 14 by 14, titled Drama Queen. Here we have a 10 by 20. This is going to get another coat of varnish, or 3. But this is titled The Dancer's Veil. Very soft and pretty. And as with metallics, the more varnish you add, the more light refraction you get, and the blingier it will be. So, 10 by 20, The Dancer's Veil. Here we have a 16 by 20 called The Dragon's Lair. And this one had some really cool texture. Let me see if there we go. The cells had a lot of texture to it, so it actually looks very much like reptilian skin. Very, very dragon-ish. And there's like some subtle stuff going on in that dark spot there. I don't know if you can see it. Kind of has a spider webby effect. Again, 16 by 20 called Dragon's Lair. This is another 16 by 20 called Yin and Yang. And this has a whole bunch of metallics in it. Don't know if you're really going to be able to see just how cool this looks in person. But it has a lot of depth because there are different metallics going on there, different shades of silver. Really hard to capture that. These are lots of metallics, has a lot of depth. You can see a little bit of it showing through. 16 by 20, Yin and Yang. Here we have an 18 by 24 titled Phys Place. This looks like a magical forest to me. But there it is, 18 by 24, titled Phys Place. And there will be some other paintings that will be in this auction, but these are some of the newer pieces that are freshly varnished. And yeah. So I hope to see you Friday, October 25th at 7 p.m. right here on the YouTube. Today is my birthday. I'm going to edit this. I'm going to drink some wine. I'm going to stick a candle in a piece of pumpkin roll and hope that my move goes smoothly because I am moving and I am hoping to unload some of these paintings so it is fewer boxes to load up. So if you've ever wanted to purchase one of my paintings, now would be tremendously helpful. All right, that is it for me for today. I will see you on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on the YouTube with all of the paintings you just saw and then some. All right, I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Now go make some art.